Hi, this is Mo Nawaz. Today we're going to be talking about business bankruptcy. What is business bankruptcy? As a business owner, it is often difficult to distinguish where one's business life stops and personal finances begin. What is business bankruptcy? Business bankruptcy under the UK law does not exist. There is no such word. The word bankruptcy only applies to individuals and not to limited companies. If you are a sole trader or in a partnership, then you would need to declare personal bankruptcy if you are unable to keep up with your personal and business debts and liabilities. In most cases, when people say business bankruptcy, they really mean company liquidation, company administration, a pre-pack administration of a company, or a CVA, known as a company voluntary arrangement. If this is the case, then keep watching this video. Let's talk company insolvency then, shall we? Did you know you can protect your business from creditors under the insolvency law with the help of an insolvency auditor? Did you? The insolvency laws are there to protect the creditors as well as the company directors. Bet you weren't aware of that, were you? So how can insolvency help my company with its debts? Two simple solutions. Are you simply looking to close your company down and wish to walk away? Or are you looking to continue in business but the debts are holding you back? First, we'll look at closing your company and walking away. If the company has debts, there are two ways to close the company down. One is to wait for a creditor or creditors to petition to wind the company up, known as a compulsory liquidation. Two, where you can employ an insolvency practitioner to liquidate your company. This is known as a creditor's voluntary liquidation. The advantages and disadvantages of a compulsory liquidation. Advantages of the compulsory liquidation is it costs you nothing because the creditors have to pay for all the court costs and other costs associated with it. Disadvantage. You are not in the driving seat, the creditors and the courts are. Now we will talk about the advantages and disadvantages of a voluntary liquidation. Not a compulsory one, but a voluntary one. First, the advantages. You select the practitioner of your choice and take advice about issues that might be worrying you, like the director's disqualification, wrongful trading, or taking too much money out of your company for yourselves. Disadvantage. You have to pay to employ the services of an insolvency practitioner, anything from £5,000 and above, depending on how much work is involved in the liquidation. The insolvency practitioner is an officer of the court and he has to look after the interests of all the creditors by law. Okay, now let's take a look at you continuing with your business but reducing or eliminating the debts. First, we'll take a look at continuing with the business and reducing the debts, and then we'll talk about eliminating the debts in the next section. This can be done by a CVA, known as a company voluntary arrangement. This also has its advantages and disadvantages, but you need to take a look at one of my other videos under CVA, which will explain the ins and outs of a CVA to you fully. Continuing with your business and eliminating the debts now. This can be done in a number of ways depending on how viable the business is, if it did not have the debts, and has the business got a future. With those facts in mind, the options might be open to the company are the following: 1. An administration order. 2. A pre-pack administration. 3. Straightforward liquidation, then buying the assets back from the liquidator at a knockdown price. The 3 options that I've just gave you, there are further videos that can be found under all 3 of the headings, and you can then go through each one individually. You can go through an administration order video, and that will explain exactly what the administration order will do for you and your company. A pre-pack administration is another video that's on there that you can go and find and look at, and it'll then break it down into details for you. Or a straightforward liquidation. So whichever of these that you decide, you can go and have a look at further videos for more information. Failing that, you can always contact us on the following website or through our insolvency helpline for a free and confidential advice. This is Mo Nawaz signing off.